Another stock that we're tracking today is Cyient. The company has announced to its exchanges that one of its arms, the design-led manufacturing business, has filed for its IPO. It's filed the DRHP with the SEBI and it's looking to do an IPO. This, remember, is in line with the company's intent to unlock value in the DLM business or design-led manufacturing. Remember, just 2 quarters back, the company had even formed a committee to find out different ways and methods by which they could unlock value in DLM, whether it was by partnership, some strategic infusion, or even listing plans. Now, what exactly is the design-led manufacturing business for Cyient? Now, Cyient is an engineering R&D kind of service. Now, for instance, if a airline company goes to Cyient and says that we want to design the nose of an aircraft, right? Now, Cyient, the services part of it, would just design how it's supposed to look. But DLM would even manufacture it. So they would manufacture a prototype of it. So which is why it's called design-led manufacturing. Cyient would only, or any IT services company will only design it for you, right? How the engineering part should look like. But DLM will help you manufacture a prototype. But typically, this business has lower margins because ultimately it's in manufacturing. And secondly, you're not manufacturing at scale. You're only manufacturing a prototype for its clients. But this is a business which is a part of Cyient. Cyient had acquired a company called Rangsons Electronic in 2015. So it's been with the company for the last 7 years. It's into design-led manufacturing, and now Cyient wants to list it separately. According to the details shared by the company, it's going to have a fresh issue of 740 crores, and they may consider a further issue of equity shares up to 148 crores. So totally, we're looking at about 880 crore. The financials of this DLM business, well, this year, the company has said the DLM business will have high single-digit kind of revenue growth. In FY22, its revenues were about $105 million. So not very large, but margins were at 7.2%, and DLM is about 15% of Cyient's revenues. Now, this is incrementally positive for Cyient because, one, it will, once it's a separately listed entity, it will give them greater flexibility to scale up. My sense is perhaps there wasn't that much of overlap between Cyient and, DLM's clients. Maybe Cyient thought that, once we get the client on board for designing it, we will be able to give it to our DLM business and help them manufacture. But perhaps that didn't take place to that extent. And now by making the two entities separate, they will be able to scale it up, and plus it unlocks shareholder value. So this is the fresh move, the update that's come through on Cyient, where a business of theirs, DLM, is now looking to list separately in the exchanges. The DRHP has been filed with the SEBI. Data coming out.
Yes, there's the mutual fund data that has come out for the month of December. The equity inflows look pretty good at the moment.
Yeah.
So, Pavitra, did you take a look at them?
Yeah, it looks a lot better. I mean, remember